I call it the Hamas wing of the modern Democrat Party, unfortunately. And for American Jews in this country who happen to be registered Democrats, what has transpired over the last couple, 3 weeks should be a political eye-opener, but I don't know if it's happening.
Right. Great to be here with you, Graham, and it's such an important issue. You know, people have to decide what their priorities are. For example, Congress, the House of Representatives was faced with clear anti-Semitic statements, not anti-Israel statements, but anti-Semitic statements. The statements that Representative Omar made, it's an excuse to say, oh, that's against the policies of the government of Netanyahu. How is saying that Jewish money controls American politics a criticism of the Israeli government? How is questioning the ability of American Jews to be loyal to the United States a matter of questioning the policy of the Netanyahu government? It's a facade, and it's just an excuse for anti-Semitism. You know, it's really so sad, Graham, that representatives like Congresswoman Omar and Tlaib, they could, given their position and their ethnicity and their religion, if they were moderate, tolerant, progressive voices for peace and for coexistence and toleration, that would be a great thing. But instead, they're just hearkening back to the old canards, the same canards, in fact, that were the themes of Nazi German propaganda about 80 years ago that led to the extermination of millions of Jews. So this is not harmless stuff, really, tragically, and hopefully this will be reversed and these demagogues will be condemned as they should be.
There are actually several parallels to what happened in Nazi Germany and the precursor to Hitler's rise. During the process of Hitler gaining power. You look at Chuck Schumer, for example. You know, here's a guy who should be coming out and totally distancing himself and taking the lead on this. In my opinion, he should be taking the lead on behalf of the Democrat Party and sanctioning Omar. Instead, he and Nancy Pelosi, they're so drunk on power that they're willing to look the other way. And that lies another parallel to Nazi Germany. There were Jews back then who tried to placate Hitler. And look, of course, what happened in the end. And so history tends to repeat itself, and we must know our history.
Yeah. You know, the Democratic Party is really split now on many fronts, and the different fronts are tending to converge here because you've got like the utopian socialist front and the Green New Deal versus the establishment Democrats and the Democrats who support generally the American capitalist system. And then you now have this outpouring of anti-Semitism versus the moderate Democrats, the established wing of the Democratic Party, which has traditionally aligned themselves more or less with Israel consistently on a consistent basis. So you have this split. And the interesting thing is that it happens to be that the utopian socialist wing seems to be basically the same people and the same cheerleaders and the same demagogues, you know, leading both of those kind of new radical strands of thought on the Democratic side. And this is really, Graham, you said it. This is such an opportunity for someone like a Chuck Schumer to step up and instill some moral discipline within his party. When the Democrats cannot unite on a clear condemnation of anti-Semitism, that's a sad day for U.S. history, and it's a turning point, but hopefully one that will be short-lived, and hopefully we can revert to a more normal state.
But, Rabbi, we also have to admit it falls in line with the history of the Democrat Party, the party of slavery, the party of Jim Crow, the party of concentration camps for Japanese Americans. This is all product of the Democrat Party. And you look at Omar and what she's doing. In my opinion, she's attacking Jews, yes, but she's attacking the very Judeo-Christian foundation of this republic. And the reason is, in the end, like most of what the modern Democrat Party wants to do, wants to make over this republic into some sort of utopia, the utopia that you're talking about. So when they attack the very foundation of this republic, the Judeo-Christian foundation, it's a heck of a lot easier to make over the country in this utopian image that they want. Rabbi, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.